Hello Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship, how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. How does Aquarius currently view this relationship? All right, Aquarius. So we do have the Judgment card. We also have the 10 of Swords as well as the 7 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Wands with the Tower. And then we also have the 8 of Cups out here. Now, before I say anything about your overall energy, I would like to see your person's overall energy really quickly. Just keep in mind, Aquarius, that the roles can be reversed. So you might notice yourself resonating more so with the person to the right of me than you do with the person to the left of me. And that's okay. Sometimes that actually does happen, believe it or not. So just kind of pick and choose who you resonate more so with. But how does this person currently view this relationship with, okay, Aquarius? So we do have the 10 of Swords for them with the 7 of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. We also have the King of Wands to the Judgment card to the Star out here, as well as the 4 of Wands. So I'm going to start off with your person first and jump back over to you, Aquarius, so that way the reading itself flows and it all makes sense, okay? So in regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship, we have a masculine energy, Aquarius, that's resurfacing back up here for you, wanting a second chance here with you. Now, with the Star to the 4 of Wands coming out here, it would mean the entire world to this person if you were to give this person a second chance to make things right here between the two of you. I am definitely getting that. However, there's a but to all of this. Just looking at your energy alone, that's kind of telling me that you've definitely give this person more than one chance to get it right, is basically what I'm getting. So it kind of looks like this person at some point in time has definitely messed up in the past, and then you turned around and you gave them another chance, and it just kind of looks like, Aquarius, this person, is having a hard time getting it right within this dynamic that they basically share with you. But I am definitely getting, Aquarius, that despite the fact that this person more than likely has messed up in the past, they truly want you to give them a second chance. So that way, they could be able to essentially right their wrongs and, things of that nature, because they do want to right their wrongs. I am definitely getting that. They do want you to give them a second chance. That would essentially mean the entire world to them if, you were to basically give them another chance. With the Ace of Wands to the 7 of Pentacles coming out here, this person has invested a lot of time and energy into this relationship, just like you have, and they're not ready to just throw it all away. With that 10 of Swords energy, they're not ready to throw it all away, is basically what I'm getting. They want to continue to have you in their life. They want to continue to invest more time and energy towards this. They do not want to walk away from this. They don't want to walk away from this. They don't want to throw away everything that they've invested into you in this dynamic that they share with you. They don't want to throw this away, is basically what I'm getting. But like I said, the ball is definitely in your court. You get to decide what ends up happening here between the two of you ultimately in the end, because they know that they currently find themselves in a situation that's completely and utterly out of their control. They're doing everything that they could on their end to try to keep you in their life. I am definitely getting that. But if you decide in the end you don't want to give this person a second chance, well, there's not much that they could essentially do, because they can't force you, to give them another chance. They can't force you to believe them, that they're going to change. They can't, they definitely can't, and they know it. Now, in regards to you and how you're currently viewing this relationship, going back to something that happened in the past here between the two of you. Something happened in the past here between the two of you that caused a temporary separation, is basically what I'm getting, because I am definitely getting that you guys did end up getting back together after this Tower moment occurred between the two of you in the past. Whatever this Tower moment, entails for you, because, it is going to be different for everybody. For some of you, you could have found out this person was hiding something from you, lying to you about something, or betraying you or deceiving you in some way, shape, or form. But something happened here in the past that created a Tower moment between the two of you that also led to a temporary separation here between the two of you. Like I said, I do believe that you took this person back and you decided to forgive them and give them another chance. But now you find yourself back at square one all over again. Now, you might be dealing with the same, situation you were dealing with in the past, history could be repeating itself all over again. Maybe this person's lying to you again. Maybe this person's hiding something from you again. That's definitely a possibility. Or maybe this person, did something else that they didn't necessarily do in the past. But for some of you, this could be history repeating itself all over again. You're having the same issues that you had with this person in the past all over again. For others of you, this could be a whole new issue that's coming up to the surface that you never really experienced and or dealt with them before. But whatever it is that they did do on their end, whether it's like a repeated offense or if it's something new, it has you falling into this energy of I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I've already given you a chance in the past. You just can't seem to get it right. I'm done. Okay. Now, they don't want you to be done with them. They don't. They do not want you to be done with them. They do not want you to be done with them. They don't. But from the looks of it, it looks like right now, you're done. How does Aquarius currently feel? We have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. We have the Devil. And then we also have the 5 of Swords. See, you've invested a lot of time and energy towards this relationship as well. You have. I am definitely getting that. And you don't want to throw it all away, and have to start over. I am definitely getting that. And that's what's kind of keeping you in a way bound to this person as well as this dynamic that you share with them. You don't want to start over. You don't want to throw away everything that you've invested into this person, for nothing. You want this amount of time and energy that you've invested into this person to obviously count for something, right? I am definitely getting that strongly. So it kind of looks like you go from I'm done to like, I don't know if I really want to walk away from this because I've invested so much time and energy towards this, and then to have to start over, like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. I just feel like you're really pissed off that this person has even put you in this predicament to begin with, is basically what I'm getting. Because now you're experiencing a lot of inner conflict, is basically what I'm getting, due to their actions and their behavior and how they basically decided to show up in this dynamic here between the two of you. I think that you hate the fact that they put you in this predicament to have to like decide, whether or not you want to continue on in this relationship or not. Like I said, what's holding you back from officially walking away has a lot to do with you not wanting to throw away everything that you've invested into this person as well as your relationship with them. To just start over, like, I don't feel like you want to do that. But at the end of the day, I also don't feel like you want to continue to remain with this person either. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like you hate the fact that they even put you in this predicament to begin with. Totally understandable, Aquarius. Totally understandable. How does this person currently feel? It's like they're trying to get down to the bottom of this. Like, do you want to talk about this? Do you want to work this out, or do you not want to talk about this? Do you not want to work this out? It's like they're trying to kind of like figure out where your head is at, so that way they know what to do next. So that way they know what to expect next from you. Because right now this person, currently finds themselves in the dark. It's like a part of them feels like you're done with them and a part of them feels like you're not, is basically what I'm getting. So they're really trying to kind of like get down to the bottom of if you truly are done with them or not, so that way they know how to move forward, or so that way they know what to anticipate and or expect next out of this entire situation. Okay. We got the Page of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Justice card. Okay. I feel like this situation they currently find themselves in with you, it is putting a lot of things into perspective for them. I am definitely getting that. It's causing this person to realize that they just put themselves in a predicament to potentially lose you for good. And I don't necessarily feel like they like the predicament that they even put themselves in, to be completely honest. Hence why they're really trying to, make things right here between the two of you. They just want you to give them a chance and an opportunity to show you you know, that they're going to make it their only mission and priority to change and not make the same mistakes again, is basically what I'm getting. Because now shit's starting to kind of get real, you know what I mean? Like, this person is definitely in a predicament where they could, you know, they could have just put themselves in the only predicament to lose you for good. And I think that this person can feel it, and I think that this person can sense it, and I think that this person's realizing that, um, as well. So it's definitely putting a lot of things into perspective for this person. I think that this person knows that if they don't change and or get their act together, like for good, you know what I mean? Like, they will definitely end up losing you for good, which is not necessarily something that this person wants to, you know, honestly experience from the looks of it. Okay. Yeah. Because whatever caused this moment here between the two of you, they're kind of looking at it like it's not worth losing you over. Now, I'm not entirely sure, again, like what happened here between the two of you, but whatever it is that, you know, they allowed to come in between the two of you, they're looking at it like it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to lose someone like you over whatever it is that they allowed to come in between the two of you. It's just not worth it in their eyes. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And this is kind of why this person really wants you to give them another chance, to show you that they're serious about changing this time around and getting their act together this time around. I am definitely getting that. I don't feel like this person has ever felt this way, though, in this dynamic that they share with you, where they honestly found themselves feeling like they could potentially lose you for good. And I feel like this is kind of why they're experiencing what they're experiencing on their end, which is, you know, just like a massive light bulb moment, is like the best way that I could describe it. And it's like I said, it is causing them to kind of realize like, whoa, like, you know what, like I really do need to stop messing around and honestly change my ways, because if I don't, like, I'm going to lose them for good. And I don't even like the feeling that I feel right now, as far as feeling like I'm going to lose them for good. So this is kind of what's, for the most part, inspiring them to actually change their ways for good and not make the same mistakes again, ever again, is basically what I'm getting. Because I don't feel like this person has ever been in a predicament with you where they found themselves feeling like, oh snap, like I'm really going to lose them for good this time. Like, no, like I feel like they've been in predicaments where, you know, they have essentially lost you, but even when they did essentially lose you, they didn't think that it was like officially over, like they feel like right now, where like this could officially come to an end for good. And it's very nerve-wracking and scary for them. And this is kind of what's causing this light bulb moment within them. This is why this person's kind of realizing like, man, if I really don't get my act together, they're gonna leave me. They're gonna leave me. And whatever it is that, again, they allowed to come in between the two of you, because it could honestly be anything that they allowed to come in between the two of you. It could be a person. It could be an addiction. It could be anything, right? Obviously, like, you would specifically know what they allowed to come in between the two of you and what prompted this moment between the two of you. And I don't want to go into depths about it, because everybody's situation is going to be different. You know, for some of you, this person allowed an addiction to come in between the two of you again. Maybe they allowed a person to come in between the two of you again. Maybe they allowed their ego and their pride to come in between the two of you again. You know, whatever it is that they allowed to come in between the two of you again, or whether this is like something new, they're looking at it and they're realizing that it just wasn't worth losing you over, is basically what I'm getting. Okay, what actions will Aquarius take towards this person are moving forward? Okay. This is definitely not your energy. I mean, this is your energy, but all of this out here is definitely not your energy. This is definitely your person's energy. Could be dealing with a water sign strongly, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe even another Aquarius with that full energy, or an Aries, that's a possibility as well. Then we have the King of Pentacles, which is Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, I feel like this is your energy. With that strength energy coming out here. I feel like there's just a whole lot of holding back coming from you. It's like you see this person trying, you know what I mean, to get back into your good graces all over again. It's like you see this person, you know, trying their hardest to like really change their ways and, you know, do right by you in this dynamic that they share with you. But it's like there's so much resistance on your behalf, which, to be completely honest, I don't blame you for having the amount of resistance that you do have towards this person, this entire situation that you find yourself in, because your whole thing is, yeah, I see that they're changing. Yeah, I see they're trying to get back into my good graces all over again. Yeah, I see it, I see it, I see it. I just don't want to give into it again. Because again, this is not the first time, you know, this is not the first time that you've forgiven them for something. I am definitely getting that strongly that this is not the first time. And the first time that they did, you know, make a mistake, make a poor decision, however you want to word it, you turned around and you gave into the situation all over again and you gave them another chance. So the fact that they're putting you in this predicament again, yeah, it just doesn't sit well with you, to say the least. And to be honest, I don't blame you, dude. I don't freaking blame you for having the amount of like resistance that you do have, because it's like a part of you wants to give in to them in this entire situation all over again. But it's like your biggest fear is giving in to them all over again and them giving you another reason, right? To like want to walk away, to not want to do this. You see what I mean? So there's a lot of figuring out that needs to take place on your end. It's kind of hard to tell what you're going to do moving forward, Aquarius, because you yourself don't really know what you want to do. Like, you don't know if you should give them another chance after this. And if you do give them another chance, are they really going to change? Like, are they really going to change? Or are they just saying that they're going to change just to get you back into like, you know, their good graces all over again? Is this them just trying to butter you up and call you a biscuit? Like, you know what I mean? So this is kind of why a big part of you wants to give in to this entire situation, because you can see that they're changing. You know, there is no denying that. You see that this person is definitely changing and they're definitely doing whatever it takes to make this relationship work. You know, they're finally changing in the ways you've always wanted them to, right? So you're acknowledging that, you're seeing that. And it's like a part of you wants to just give in to the situation all over again, because you're finally getting what you have always wanted out of this person, which was for them to basically change and stop putting you through X, Y, and Z. Well, you're getting that from them. Your whole MO is, well, if I give in, are they going to resort right back to like their old version all over again? Or is this like a permanent change on their behalf? Good question. That's a good question. And we're going to have to get down to the bottom of that, because that's a really good question, Aquarius. What actions will this person take towards Aquarius are moving forward? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, we got the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Magician out here with the Queen of Wands to the Sun, and then we also have the Six of Swords. I want to get a little specific here. If this person, because this is not going to apply to everybody's situation, listen, before I say all this, because I don't want anybody thinking anything, okay? If you know that this is something that you've been struggling with within your relationship with this person, then this is going to apply to you, okay? Now, if you are not going through this, I don't want you to force the message, okay? I don't want you to force the message, all right? Because for some of you, because I am definitely getting that, you know, for some of you, you guys are going through different things here, okay? So for some of you, this could be an addiction that they have. For others of you, this could be that they're allowing a person to come in between the two of you. Maybe they're allowing their toxic ways to come in between the two of you. Maybe they're allowing their ego and their pride to come in between the two of you. Their disrespectful ways to come in between the two of you. Past traumas to come in between the two of you. So I want you guys to just keep this in mind, that what I'm about to say is not going to apply to everybody's situation. And I do not want you guys to force the message either, because when it comes down to like tarot card readings, and just please take this with you, and just remember this. Not every detail that us readers pick up on is specifically for you and your situation, because we are reading for a lot of people, okay? So if this person was allowing someone, specifically someone, you know, to come in between, you know, the two of you, I do see them, you know, realizing how stupid that was of them to allow, you know, someone to come in between the two of you, especially this particular person is basically what I'm getting. I think this person knows that this individual doesn't really give a shit about them. I think that this person knows that all too well is basically what I'm getting. So the fact that they allow somebody who really doesn't give a shit about them to come between you and them, they're realizing how stupid they were for allowing that to even happen to begin with, is basically what I'm getting. Because you come off to me as somebody who has been doing far more for them than this other individual. Because this other individual, they just kind of come off to me as somebody who likes to take and take and take and take and take and take and take from people. They don't really give a shit, about your person, is basically what I'm getting. They don't really give a shit about them. This is that type of person that just likes to take and take and take and take from people, and that's that. Nor are they interested in them, in like a romantic way. Like, this Queen of Wands is not looking at them like, oh my God, like I could totally see myself, running off into the sunset with you. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So they basically allowed somebody who doesn't want to pursue a relationship with them to come in between the two of you, and somebody who also doesn't care about them to come in between the two of you. And like I said, they're just kind of realizing how stupid they were for even allowing that to basically happen. Now, if this is like an addiction that we're talking about here, same message applies. It's like, they're realizing how stupid they were for allowing an addiction to come in between the two of you, because this addiction doesn't really do much for them compared to like the amount of things you do for them. If they allow their ego and their pride to like come in between the two of you, they're realizing, how stupid they were to allow their ego and their pride to come between the two of you, because they're realizing that all it's really doing is tearing the two of you apart. It's not bringing the two of you together, and it's also putting them in that predicament to essentially lose you in the end. So this is kind of why, listening to your ego and pride is not always a good thing, because it kind of puts you in a predicament to go down a path that you truly don't even want to go down. You know what I mean? But I do want to look a little bit more into this Five of Wands energy. Okay, so we have the Temperance card, we got the Devil, we also have the Four of Pentacles, and then we also have the Page of Cups. Before I open my mouth, I do want to look at one more thing. We have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Moon out here. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk. Whatever it is that they allowed to come between the two of you, whether it had been an addiction, a person, their ego, their pride, past traumas, their own toxic ways, I do see this person again, realizing how stupid they were for even allowing that to even happen. And I do see this person apologizing to you for whatever it is that they did do to allow, I do see this person apologizing to you for whatever it is that they did do on their end that they essentially allowed to come in between the two of you. They're realizing how stupid they were, especially with that Temperance card coming out here. The Temperance trumps the Devil every single time, which I really, really like the fact that this Temperance card is coming out, because that's kind of telling me that it's being highlighted to them by the divine, how they allowed something that they shouldn't have even allowed to come in between the two of you, to come in between the two of you, and the predicament that it just put this person in. Again, if this is like a person that we're talking about here, I cannot emphasize this enough. This person allowed somebody who didn't really give a shit about them, who doesn't even do anything for them, to come in between the two of you, compared to somebody who does everything for them, aka you. So again, they're realizing how stupid they were for doing whatever it is that they did. We have the Ace of Cups, we got the Three of Wands to the Moon. Deep down inside, this person is truly sorry for whatever it is that they said and or did, that they either said or even allowed, right, to come in between the two of you. I am definitely getting that this apology, coming from them, it is coming from a very genuine and sincere place. Again, this is clarifying the Four of Pentacles, by the way, but with the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands to the Moon coming out here, they don't want, again, to walk away from this dynamic that they share with you. They don't want to walk away from it. They've invested a lot of time and energy towards this, and they just want the two of you to just keep going. And hopefully, because that's what they're hoping for, that the two of you can be able to move past this and that you could turn around and forgive them. This is somebody who can't really picture nor fathom, their life without you. In fact, they find it to be remotely impossible. Is basically what I'm getting. That's basically what I'm getting. All right, so if this person allowed someone, for example, to come in between the two of you, you know, or something, right? I do see them leaving it all behind. I am definitely getting that. I do see them leaving it all behind. So if this is like a person that we're talking about here, I do see this person deciding to not continue to speak to this person anymore. If this is like an addiction that we're talking about here, I do see this person deciding to not indulge in this addiction of theirs anymore. If this is them operating from a place of ego and pride, I do see this person, you know, putting an end to that old way of being, and deciding to operate from a place of love, as well as operate from, you know, a soul level instead of operating from a place of ego and pride. So to answer your question, okay, is this person serious about changing this time around? Yes, I will definitely say that. You got to understand that they have, even if you guys experience, you know, an ending, because I do feel you guys experience an ending already, but the ending was like a very temporary, like separation is basically what I'm getting. You got to understand that your person is showing up as a King of Cups. Let's just start off with the obvious here. A King of Cups is somebody who's very, very intuitive. So on an intuitive level, on a soul level, this situation that they currently find themselves in has this person feeling on a soul level, on an intuitive level, that they could potentially lose you for good. And that's a very fucking scary feeling for this person to experience on their end, because it's something that they've never actually experienced before. Even though you guys experienced a temporary separation in the past, they knew on a soul level, on an intuitive level, that you would turn around and forgive them. Now this time around is very different, because right now it's like a 50-50 chance. It's like, maybe this could go my way, or maybe this backfires in my face. You know, that's kind of where they're at right now, where it's like they don't know what your next move is going to be. And that's very nerve-wracking for them, because they always know what your next move is going to be. They always know, they always know. So even when you guys went through what you guys went through in the past, they knew what was going to happen next way before it actually happened. They knew that eventually you guys will get back together, because they just knew it on a soul level, on an intuitive level. This time around, it's like a 50-50. It's like there's a chance that you might take them back, and there's a chance that you may not take them back. And that chance that you may not take them back is what they're really focusing on right now. And that's what really has them very concerned and very worried. But I feel like this needed to kind of happen in a weird way. Like, I feel like this person needed to be in this predicament to see what they're about to lose before they basically lose it. And I feel like this is what's influencing this person to seriously change this time around, is basically what I'm getting. So are they serious about changing? Yes. Could you expect, you know, this whole thing between the two of you to become a thing of the past and it never happens again? Yeah, absolutely. I am definitely getting that strongly. However, here's the thing with you, Aquarius. It does kind of require you to see this through in order to find out for sure. Because by you just sitting here like, yeah, I mean, I see that this person has changed. I see that they're not doing this anymore. They're not doing that anymore. Like, okay. But I just don't trust it. So I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and just kind of wait this out. It's like, you could sit here and wait this out, but you're not going to know for sure until you give in and then see what happens. You see what I mean? So just like there's a 50-50 chance that you may or may not take this person back. You know what I mean? There's also a chance, right, that this person might turn around and let you down again. If I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing here, like if I'm just going based off of like tarot and what I'm seeing here, I don't believe that this person is going to do whatever it is that they recently did again, is basically what I'm getting. But I'm not going to bullshit you and say like, oh, like, you know, listen, Aquarius, you know, just hear me out, dude. Moving forward, they're never gonna do anything to piss you off again. They're never gonna do anything to hurt your feelings again. They're never gonna do anything to disappoint you again. I'm never gonna say that to you or anybody, because at the end of the day, we gotta be realistic here. You're human, I'm human, they're human, everybody is human. We all are imperfect people. There's going to come a point in time where you're going to let them down. There's going to come a point in time where they're going to let you down. There's going to come a point in time where you're going to dry hump their last nerve, and there's going to come a point in time where they're going to dry hump yours. It is what it is. There is no avoiding that. We're all imperfect people. You see what I mean? So I will tell you this, you know, As far as whatever it is that they recently did and or put you through, I don't see you going through that again. But I'm not going to sit here and say this person's not going to disappoint you in another way or let you down in another way. Just like I'm not going to sit up here and tell this person to the right of me, you don't got to worry about Aquarius ever disappointing you or ever letting you down. You don't got to ever worry about that ever again, because that's a lie. We're imperfect people. We're going to fuck up. You know what I mean? We're going to make mistakes. We're going to do certain things to, like, let our, significant other down, or disappoint our significant other, or even piss our significant other off. Now, it may not be our intentions, because it may not be our intentions. You know what I mean? Most of the time, it's never our intentions to upset our significant other, hurt our significant other, let down our significant other. It just happens. You know what I mean? It just happens. So that's what I will say. So you take this information and you do what you want with it. I trust that in the end, you're going to make the right decision, though. I do trust in the end that you will definitely make the right decision. I am definitely getting that. So don't have a fear of, well, what if I make the wrong decision? Or what if what I'm thinking about doing is the wrong decision? Whatever it is that you think you should do in this predicament is exactly what you should do. This is one of those situations where you need to trust yourself. And just go based off of what you know you should do in this entire situation, whether that be to continue to be with them or to just outright be without them. But you're going to make the right decision in the end. With the Justice card to the Two of Pentacles, so Wheel of Fortune, it's like whatever it is that you're deciding to do in the end, this is like Spirit's way of telling you you're making the right decision. Like whatever it is that you think you should do in this predicament, turn around and do it. Turn around and do it. Just turn around and do it, and don't even think about it twice. If your intuition and your guides are telling you, you need to leave this person, you need to leave them, and don't even think about it twice. If your soul, as well as your intuition, your guides are telling you, you know what, forgive this person, give them another chance, do it and don't think about it twice. Do it and don't think about it twice. Because this is telling me that you know exactly what you need to do in order to move forward. Your biggest thing is, what if I'm not supposed to be doing this? What if I'm supposed to be doing the other thing instead? Because your intuition could be telling you leave them, but then you could very well be finding yourself thinking, but what if I, what if I should stay with them? You see, like, I need you to go based off of exactly what's coming to you. And what's coming to you, it's coming to you very, very crystal clear. You know what I mean? There is no confusion there. You're just confusing, yourself, as well as this predicament that you currently find yourself in. You're just creating even more confusion within this dynamic and within, yourself. Because this is telling me you know exactly what you have to do. It's just a matter of doing it and not thinking about it twice. The thing with you is that you're thinking about it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You see what I mean? So it's like, this is why like Spirit's trying to like tell you, listen, you know what you're supposed to do in this entire situation. Just do it already. Just do it already. Just do it already. Just do it. And don't think about it twice. Just do it. Don't sit there and contemplate whether or not you're making the right decision or not. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys